All right, we're here with Terrence Trammell right here at Centennial Olympic Park, right here in the heart of Atlanta. Terrence, first of all, congratulations to you for your induction to the USA Track and Field Hall of Fame. What an honor.
Thank you. It's been a heck of a ride, and I'm just glad that what I was able to do on the track culminated into something that people thought really contributed to the sport.
Yeah, it's amazing. What an honor. Wow, it really significantly puts a stamp of approval on your career. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you look back, is there anything that you weren't able to get out of the sport that you wish you could have?
Probably a world record.
Right.
You know, everybody wants to be able to be the fastest at what they do, you know, from a track standpoint, the best to have ever done it. But I mean, I've had so many, you know, great things that occurred. So I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied.
Right. Speaking of some of the great things, 2 Olympic medals, silver medals.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the Olympic experience, and then we'll talk about what the Atlanta Olympic experience meant to you. But first, hearing that music, watching the wide world of sports and the Olympics, and hearing that Olympic music and the theme song, I mean, what's it like to represent your country?
So, just like you see the track on TV, it looks just like that in person. What I mean is when you are on the track in the stadium, you get the feeling that you're at the pinnacle of sport.
Wow.
It looks exactly how you see it on television. And you know that you've arrived once you walk in the stadium and go down the tunnel, and you get to see kind of how the thing opens up as you walk into the Coliseum. So it's amazing, and just to know that the world is watching. You know, one moment in time where everybody across the globe is focused on you and your competitors. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, you know what, for those of us who can't relate, tell us what it's like to be in that mindset and to overcome that feeling of pressure to perform. Because there are a lot of people that get stage fright. They get on that world stage and they just can't do it. Because I don't know, is it mindset?
So it is mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I assimilate it to swimming. If you keep kicking and stroking, you'll stay afloat and you'll keep going. No matter how deep the water gets, as long as you kick and you stroke, you stay afloat.
There you go.
So that's how I look at it. And we put so many hours of reps into doing what we do. And so it just becomes second nature, and that's why we practice. I think just having the reps, the thousands of reps that we go through each day, well, you know, throughout the course of the year and your career, prepares you for those types of things, and you just know, like, this is what I'm here for. This was my goal, and so you do get a sense of pride and a sense of nostalgia based on setting the dream, and then the reality of you being there, and it's all contingent upon you executing. So there can be pressure if you focus on the pressure side of it, but if you are continually staying into your mindset of this is what I work for, this is what I do every day, then the success part will come out.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about your 2 trips. Was one more fun or more memorable than the other? Because I know you had 2 different approaches, right? You said for the second trip, you weren't all about the pomp and circumstance, you were about the business.
Right. So actually there were 3 trips.
Oh, right.
I got injured on the third one, first round, but my first one, Sydney 2000, I was happy to be there. I had realized the dream. I was very young at the time, and I was just taking in the experience. Mm-hmm. My goal at that point was I knew I could get 4th because based on the talent that was there and how I had been competing, I thought if I had a good night and somebody probably didn't have such a good night, I could end up with a bronze. And so that was kind of my mindset going in, just enjoying it all, wanting to take in every experience, meet different people from different countries and cultures and that sort of thing. And to come away with a silver, I mean, it was beyond what I could have imagined. And so in 2004 in Athens, it was about getting the gold medal at this point. This is now, I've been established, still very young, but I have the experience of an Olympic Games and several World Championships. As a matter of fact, I was a world champion going into my second Olympic Games.
Right.
And so at that point, it was a matter of putting it all together and coming away with a goal. And, you know, it's extremely hard to be the best person in the world. Right. So slight disappointment, but still grateful to come away with another silver.
Sure.
So that showed consistency.
Sure.
At the top, and just being able to continue to solidify my career. So those were good moments. I feel as if had I not gotten injured in Beijing in 2008, that hands down would have been my favorite Olympic Games.
Wow.
It was number 3. Very rarely do people make 3 Olympic Games,
especially in track and field.
Right. and so I definitely wanted to savor the moment, because I would have been 33 headed to our next Olympics.
Right.
And so I really enjoyed Beijing. It was a lot of fun. I went to other events. I watched the Dream Team. I watched a little bit of boxing. And met some cool people like Michael Phelps, and so really enjoyed it.
It's a heck of an experience.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the Atlanta Olympics and the impact it had on you.
So at the time, I was a rising senior at Southwest Dekalb High School, and I played football and had a lot of interest and offers from colleges for football, and track was something that I had a lot of success in early on. And just being able to go to the Centennial Olympic Park, watch the actual Olympic Games, and see some of my idols in person, it changed my whole perspective. That was the catalyst for my Olympic journey.
Is that right?
I actually told my brother on the night that we went to visit, to watch the game, I said, in 4 years, that's where I want to be.
Wow.
And being able to finish off my senior year in high school as a national champion and national record holder set up some things for me to go off to college and train, actually with my idols. Alan Johnson took me under his wing, and Coach Curtis Fry, who was my college coach, and gained the exposure and the experience of running high quality races and that sort of thing as a collegiate, and so it prepared me for my journey for the Olympic Games.
Wow. Amazing. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing now. We fast forward 20 years. We're in the second chapter, if you will, of your career, and I would imagine you've got a lot of knowledge that people would love to share.
Yeah, I do a lot of consulting from a speed development standpoint. My nonprofit is up and going, Trammell Athletics, and so through that, I do camps and clinics. I have a hurdle course that I'm rolling out called the Hurdle Code, and so it's teaching the ins and outs of the event. And so just doing various things and coming up with an initiative with HBCU students that are looking for opportunities within the world of track and field from an analytics standpoint. So something to really help, because we really need that type of representation within the sport.
Absolutely. And for those who'd like to get in contact with you, how do they get a hold of you?
So I'm on Instagram at Trammell Athletics, also on Twitter at Trammell Athletics, and I have an app coming out, which will also be Trammell Athletics. So you can catch me on all of them.
Looking forward to it. Well, once again, congratulations. And if we can, let's talk about some of the spoils of being inducted into the Track and Field Hall of Fame. What an amazing ring. My gosh.
You know, I've been able to have rings of all sorts as an athlete, as a coach, and, to have a ring that signifies your contribution to the sport, it means a great deal. And this is something that I definitely wear with pride and I cherish, because a 15-year career is the culmination of
wow,
something
all that
like
hard
this,
work,
so.
blood, sweat, and tears. You know, and before we let you go, talk about the sacrifice. I mean, you missed a lot of. I mean, University of South Carolina is a great party town. There's
Right.
a lot you can be doing. Great college town, you know, but you were willing to sacrifice. You had the discipline to say, you know what, I know when I need to go home. I know when I need to get rest. I know what needs to be the focus in order to be one of the best in the world. That's not easy at 18, 19, 20.
And that was something that a lot of my teammates laughed at, you know, because they said Terrence never went out. He never did these things, but I knew what my goal was at the time. And, you know, you celebrate once you accomplish it, you know.
Right.
So I was able to definitely enjoy my time there.
Right.
But being an Olympian was my first priority. So
There you go.
yeah.
Well, congratulations again on the induction, the great ring.
Thank you.
The incredible memories, the pride you gave the city of Atlanta. You know, hats off to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
All right.